Hello there. Well, Brexit will be back on the agenda for the next couple of days when Parliament reopens tomorrow. But the die is set. We leave at the end of the month. Firstly, as ever, please kick that YouTube algorithm up the rear by giving this video a big fat like. Despite fears over events in the Middle East, the Brexit debate will be returning to Westminster tomorrow when the EU withdrawal bill continues its passage through Parliament. And as I outlined in an earlier video, opposition parties have put down as many amendments as they can to try and put a veneer of relevancy on their now irrelevant anti-Brexit positions. Because in the face of an 80-strong government majority, the Remain tail can no longer wag the Brexiteer dog. So either the bill will go through totally unamended after lots of Remain hot air is expelled in the chamber of the House of Commons, or any amendments that do get through will be ones that the government wants to go through. And the one amendment that might just get through is the order for Big Ben to proudly ring its 11 chimes at the exit day appointed hour of 11 p.m. on Friday the 31st of January 2020. And I gather that Nigel Farage and the Brexit campaign group Leave Means Leave are organising a £100,000 party for 10,000 people in Parliament Square that evening. Speaking on LBC, Farage said, "It's not going to be very political. There will be people from across the spectrum. There will be business people, entertainers, there will be music, there will be singing. All we need is Sadiq Khan's office to give us permission to do it. But I don't see any reason why they shouldn't do that." But I have to say that there will be some people in the country who are none too pleased about this, and the names of a couple of rather dubious groups of activists spring to mind, who would be all too ready to mask up and try and interfere. And that's the sort of basis that many authorities like the police use to stifle such gatherings, saying that the threat of antisocial occurrences forces them to refuse permission, etc. And where's the insurance docs? And wailing about police overtime when they're quite happy to participate in every other sort of gathering. And Sadiq Khan is no friend of Brexit, but I do expect to see permission granted, albeit reluctantly. But whatever the pro-EU lobby and establishment do to try and dampen it down, there will be celebrations large and small across the country, from the raising of a glass in people's front rooms as Big Ben hopefully chimes out to more organised do's up and down the country. And as I've said many times before, as Big Ben chimes on exit hour, every single Remain campaigner morphs into a Rejoin campaigner. But it will avail them naught. Even that bastion of Remain, the House of Lords, has had to surrender its will to the UK electorate, especially as the threat to its very existence has surfaced in the form of a proposal drawn up by Lord Salisbury to scrap the upper chamber and replace it with a new, possibly regionally based revising chamber. And even if they were intent on upsetting the Brexit cart at this last gasp moment, what could they do? Well, the worst they could do is filibuster and hope that by slowing the process down, they can force the government to extend the Article 50 process once again. But the shoe's on the other foot now, because all Boris has to say is, "Fine, then it's no deal at the end of January then." So once the bill clears the Commons, the Lords has no choice but to deal with it as they should, to revise it where necessary to make it better, not to try and revise it to destruction. And another person who's been forced to backtrack somewhat is that Labour leadership contender that Andrew Marr yesterday called charismatic, Jess Phillips, who after saying yesterday there was a case to push to rejoin the EU, now says, "I can't see a campaign to rejoin winning support in the next Labour manifesto." Well, some waking up And coffee smelling seems to have taken place in the last 24 hours here, doesn't it? But the real big question for Brexiteers today is, where will you be and what will you be doing on Brexit Hour? And if you want to hear more from me, please don't forget to subscribe and also press the little bell or you won't get notifications. And don't forget to share and comment. And thank you for listening. Please do like and share this video. And also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.